Well, hello, Stampers. It's the Pampered Stamper. Happy Thursday to you. My name is Jackie Vandersar-Boot, and I'm so happy that you're here with me today, either as a YouTube channel member, um, a video buff, or as a team member. So, either way, you are valued, and I appreciate you. This is a fun card that we're doing today. It has two names, actually, and one is called a gated panel fun fold, and the other one they called it a puzzle fold. Now, I originally saw the puzzle fold card, but when I followed the instructions, it didn't work out at all, and I was super frustrated. So, not all places where you find instructions are good. And so then I found this same style of card with a different name by France Martin, and her instructions were much simpler, and the card is great. And I'm all about simple. I hate complicated, and especially when it doesn't work. So onwards we go. Let's take a look. Oh yes, my advice. So whenever you see something on the internet that you want to copy, first do it with either old retired paper or junky paper or something you don't like, so that you don't ruin your good stuff. You'll feel much better about it if you do that. So I did that. I have a bunch of cinnamon cider cardstock yet, and I like to use that. So here we go. We have a piece of Pretty Peacock, and it is 4 1/4 by 9 1/2, and you score at, now see, and this doesn't look right, 1, 2, 7 1/2, and 8 1/2, because this looks like bigger than, it's funny. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at this again. This doesn't seem right. I wonder if this is my wrong one that I did from the other person. Let's just have a look. This goes on here, and this goes on here. Oh, that doesn't quite work. Okay, I think I grabbed the wrong one. Let me have a look. Okay, I solved the mystery. So what I did, I was working on this last night. I worked way too late last night. So I did a combination of the two ladies, okay? The first person was Laurie Alexander. She's Canadian demonstrator, and the second one was France Martin. Now, France has the original dimensions, and she just has it scored at 1 inch and 2 inch from either side. And Lori has it so that you've got a fold that is slightly different. They're not both the same. So here, I will post this also online so you can do both. Here is the dimensions for this one. So this one is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 1 inch and at 2 3/4. And then you can either do it at 8 1/4 or 10, or you can flip your card and do it again on this side, also at 1 and 2 3/4. So whatever's easier for you. I'm going to show you both, but I'm first going to do the Pretty Peacock one. All right, so we have that. Then we have our pieces here. We've got two, oh no, I've lost one here. We have 4 pieces of Pretty Peacock. 2 are 2 1/8 by 2 1/4, and these ones are 2 1/8 by 3 1/4. Okay, and those are the same regardless of which base you use. That's the cool thing. Now, I'm going to move that out of the way. The otter paper is going to be 4 inches by 5 1/4. And I need to find my trimmer. One sec. So we're going to take the otter paper and we're going to cut it horizontally at 2 inches. That's right in half. Now, I made sure when I was cutting my paper that my heads wouldn't get cut off on the otters. Okay, so I purposely picked a piece of paper that would work for me. And now I'm going to cut the top section at 3 1/8. Let's see. Now that just almost cuts off his nose. And then the bottom section is going to be cut at 2 1/8. Like so. And now, this is the best part. Well, this is the easy part. We're going to take these pieces and put them on their coordinating mats. Okay? So we'll just flip these all over. Those are the river rocks for the otters. I watched a video explaining how the artist from Stampin'Up designed this series, and it was really cool. I'll maybe share the link so you guys can watch it as well. It makes it even more special, really. Okay. So, and I purposely did this. I changed this up too so that it was only 1/8 of an an inch of a border because I wanted there to be more pattern paper showing and not more cardstock. You can use any paper for this, but what the otter paper does is that it creates a scene on the front of the card that looks really cool. Oh, that's the wrong way. There's only an 1/8 of an inch difference. It's 2 1/4 by, like 2 1/8 by 2 1/4. So the height is 2 1/8 on the cardstock. Okay, that kind of stuck to my hand. I'm sliding it into place. Okay, so now we're going to take this piece and we're only going to put adhesive on this part, on this outside here. Let me just slide those up, up, up. And now we're going to just put adhesive here. And now I'm going to fold it down like so. The bottom, oh, this piece is going to go and line it up so that it goes right to the edge of the card. There, I got some glue on my thumb. That's not good. Make sure the bottom is lined up too. And now we're going to put the top one right here. Oh, see, it's too high. My card is too high. I think I narrowed. Okay, well, you know what? I'm leaving it like this. I wonder if I did this correctly and did this 4 1/4. This is Dutch cardstock, and I'll bet you that I cut it in half, and it's 4 1/8. Yeah, yeah, get you every time. I cut this in half, and so this is supposed to be 4 1/4. That's why I just made a mistake, and that's okay. It's not the end of the world. Okay, so now we're going to, I'm just going to take this away. So you see I make mistakes too, but you won't notice it, and it will still fit in the card. So I'm going to take my bone folder and just burnish this down a little bit. And now we're going to put adhesive on that part as well. And then after this, you can fancy up your card as much as you want with dies. See, and it fits right in there. Good thing I started on the bottom or I would have been messed up. Then this mistake wouldn't have been fixable. But because I started on the top, the bottom, it worked. See, and this is how you can see that it's called a puzzle card because all the pieces fit together like a puzzle. Whoops. So actually, it's really easy. It looks difficult, and I'm making it look a little more difficult by this sliding around. But you see, isn't that cool? Really nice. And then we're going to do the inside, and that's just 4 by 5 1/4, and that's going to go in here, and then we're going to, see, we could put another otter here maybe, but I wanted to do just a simple card. Isn't that nice? See, I was playing with this paper before. So let's do it with the brown one. Here, cinnamon cider. So this will work the same way. I just used this paper. So this is just going to be geometric. So like so. And who knows? I don't know what I'm going to do with this. It doesn't even match, but this just shows you how you can make a sample. And I probably should have done this first. It doesn't matter. But it takes the pressure off when you're using old paper, old cardstock. Then you can fine tune your, see, then I would have known, but this one is cut right. It was because I was working late last night. There. Cinnamon cider is not a bad neutral. There. And then I am wearing a sweater that has a little bit of wool in it, and I tell you, the sweat is trickling down the side of my face. It's just awful. All right, so now, let's see. The trick of putting the adhesive on this part is great. That's the one that France Martin taught me. That was in her video. Lori didn't have a video. See, so you're just, that's going on there. And then the short one is going on top. See, and now you can see this is good. But you know, yeah, that's good. All right, now the other side. And then I'm not going to finish this one off. I just want to show you that both ways work. I don't know. We'll see when we open it up to see which one is nicer as far as the card goes. Let's see, slide it down, match it up. And now this one. Oh, make sure your stripes align. And go down a little bit, slide. This is why it's so nice to use liquid adhesive, because you can slide it into place. There. Okay, so oops. I'm just trying to see what the difference is. And I don't know. This one is easier to make because you're going right to the edge. But I think, well, you have to decide. I'm leaning towards the Otter, but maybe because it's got cuter paper. And then in the inside, let's see. I got to see what Lori did. You know what? I'm going to share my screen, and then you can see it yourself. Let me go to here, and here is Lori's card. See? So, oh yeah, she did I don't want to cover that up. It says you're utterly amazing. I could do that on the bottom of my card. I don't want to cover up my otter's body there. So she used a different section of the paper with just the seaweed and stuff. And then she cut out this one from, there's a dies that cut out the otters from the paper. And then in the inside, let's see. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. So Lori does great work. But I didn't, the scraps, the things that the measurements didn't work for me. So I don't know if I screwed it up, but it didn't work at all. So I just used it for the idea of the paper. And then I'm just going to grab the stamp set to show you. Just hold on a minute. Okay, I decided to stamp and emboss the You're Otterly Amazing. And rather than using a die, I wanted to just fussy cut it to leave as much of the paper showing as possible. And then I die cut 2 of the old olive branches, and I need to get my silicone mat. Now, I could have used an adhesive sheet. That would have been great, but I didn't do that. So I'm just going to do something really strange. And you can use a brush. You can use a silicone brush that's been chopped off. You can use a sponge dauber or a sponge, but you can also just use your finger. I saw an Indian girl doing this from India, and I was horrified. And then I thought, okay, then your finger's dirty. Just go like this, and it comes right off into a little thing. Gets rid of the dirt on your hands too. And then really, honestly, your fingers are no longer sticky. And now I'm just going to put that here. Like so. And the top part kind of waves around. So that looks kind of cool. There. So there we have that. And then now let me pop this up with a couple of dimensionals. Here behind me. I maybe should have used minis, but they weren't the first thing that my hand found. So 2 big ones will do. That's going to go, it could go here too instead of, yeah, you know what? I like that. I like that better than at the top. You're Utterly Amazing. This grounds it. And then in the inside, here's the stamp set. So you've got You're Utterly Amazing, Love You Lots, We're Cute Together. I think I'm just going to leave it for now. It might go to Leo in my oldest grandson. This might be his birthday card. So then I could do Love You Lots. But I thought it would be nice to put this paper in the inside. Doesn't that look beautiful? Yeah. The paper's gorgeous. I'm going to show it to you in just a minute. This is an online exclusive, and I haven't played with it yet at all. This is the first card I'm making with it. But it is stunning, and I wish I should make more cards with it. It's just beautiful. I know that if this paper goes on the clearance rack, I will get more of it. I have dreams that whenever I have more time, I'm going to have enough stuff to do classes till the cows come home, and then this would be a great one to do it with. So this is just going to go in the inside here. Oh yeah, and I forgot that my card is skinnier, so I'm just pushing it down because my 4 1/4 there. There. Okay, that works. And it looks like a beautiful card. This is also part of this gorgeous Lost Lagoon cording. It's very soft, so it ties very softly. It's beautiful. And now take a look at the paper. Oh, I'm late for having coffee with Gerard, but that's okay. Look how pretty. And the schools of fish. And there's dies that cut out some of those otters. The rocks, the pebbles, more otters, and then the pretty blue swirly, and these guys. Oh, there's more. Isn't it beautiful? This is just fun paper. Different. We always say there's too many flowers from Stampin' Up, so support them by buying this stuff and they'll stop making so many flowers. There. Gorgeous. Stunning. All right, guys, I hope that I have inspired you. I'd love to see what you make too. So have a super day. Bye.